I want to welcome you to the Southern Charm Wreaths page. I am Julie Samako with Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. I'm also a business coach and mentor to creative entrepreneurs through my Success Circle membership group. So yes, ma'am, I teach you how to make and sell your beautiful creations. I can see your comments coming in, and I'm going to try to answer them as I see them. Mainly, I stay focused on the project, but I do walk you through verbally what I'm working on. But if I miss your message, I'll try to come back in here later and answer them. I've got several things here. I want to make a green wreath. Okay, so I want to make a wreath for a door after Christmas. So that would be, you know, people are always wondering, you know, asking me after all of these years of selling, what can I put on my door after Christmas? And so this was going to be an idea for that. This is going to be an idea for that. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got this beautiful, and yes, when you look at it, most people think this is a Christmas wreath, but I wanted to try to show you how you can change it up and make it a different, not so Christmassy. All right, so that's what we're going to be working on. And I'm looking to see if I should get any more greenery before I get started. Maybe. Let me just, you guys just come on in and tell me where you're from. So I don't know if you know this about me, but I am from South Carolina, and I run my business out of my garage of my own. So I am self-taught, and I've been doing this for almost 10 years, and I also teach people now how to make these beautiful wreath creations. We also do garlands and table arrangements and all of the things, home decor and related. So that's my purpose now. So we started off with making wreaths, and now I teach people how to make and sell their own. All right, so I'm just going to take this. I love this greenery. You guys, you have to invest in some really pretty greenery, in my opinion. You could get greenery anywhere, really. But this greenery is just going to help mask the fact that we're dealing with an evergreen wreath, or what you might call a Christmas wreath. So I'm just going to maneuver all of these little pieces and turn things, try to make this greenery come to life. That if you take nothing away from this video, it is to make sure that you manipulate everything. So for example, the wreath that we're starting with, I took the time to fluff it and maneuver all of the little pieces so that it was not smashed. We want it to look as real as possible, and so that's what I'm doing with these as well. So, I mean, look at the difference. Can you see the difference? I mean, my gosh, this looks real. This looks made in China. We don't want the made in China look. Hello, Emily. Merry Christmas. Everybody, Merry Christmas. So let's get this working. We've got the kids home from school, and it's chaotic, and we're trying to run a business out of our house, and yeah, it's all the things, craziness. Craziness. I'm sure y'all can relate. Who's done their shopping? Have you finished your shopping? Not me. I still got a couple more things. I'm going to have to go grocery shopping after this video. So we are doing, who is in the baking phase of Christmas, all things getting ready for Christmas. You know, there's these phases. You've got your shopping, then you've got your Christmas card writing, and then you've got your planning for dinner, and then you've got your grocery shopping, and that's sort of what I'm going to have to do tonight, is do some grocery shopping. And we've got everybody, of course, wants their favorite cookie in the family. They can't all agree on the same thing. That would just be way too easy, wouldn't it? Way too easy. No, they want everything different. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm super mom. I'll make you all the cookies that you want. Oh, you want the banana nut bread too? Okay, no problem. Oh, and you want that breakfast casserole that only 2 of you like? Sure, why not? It's only time. No, I'm just kidding. I sound like the Grinch, don't I? I'm just joking. I love doing that stuff for my family. It makes the memories. It's the tradition. We always have the same peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kisses in the middle, and we always have the same breakfast casserole, and if you try to switch it up, you get revolt. You really do. But I love doing it. I really do. All right, so I'm almost done. So I got started in my garage about almost 10 years ago making wreaths, and I love making people happy with the wreaths. So many customers, they would come home and they would come to me and say that they just love the way their house looks when they come home from work. And don't worry about these that fall off. No big deal. They just love how their house looks, and that it just makes them feel a lot better after a hard day's work. And I started thinking, oh my gosh, my little wreath creations are really changing the world. And if you start changing the way people feel about things, then you're changing the world. And so you start thinking about it more as a different, you just take a little different look at it. You know, it's not necessarily about a wreath business anymore. It's more like helping people to feel better about their homes, and you know, making them have a better day. So started doing that, and then I got a lot of people asking me how to make a specific style wreath, that deco mesh wreath that I just showed you, in fact. And so I started getting into the business that way, teaching. I wrote an ebook, and yeah, a lot of people have thousands of people have purchased the ebook, and they have been joining my membership groups and watching my videos, online tutorials since then. So I feel really blessed that I get to do what I love, sharing with you the talent that God gave me. It just really fills me up inside. So that's a little bit about me. All right, so let's get down to it. So the first thing that I would like to do is add these pretty greenery pieces. Don't worry that they're plastic. It's not your grandma's plastic, you guys. It's really, really changed. We call it in the industry waterproof botanicals. Well, at least I do, because that sounds better than plastic. I'm going to put these all in the same direction. Just going to hot glue these in. Spread them out. Blend them in. Marcy, I am with you. A housekeeping crew. You mean those elves haven't stopped by your house yet to clean your house? Wow, they've missed my house too. I've been sick the last couple of days. I had a stomach virus, but I'm feeling better, and now I've got to get on the ball. Get everything done that needs to get done before Santa arrives. Miss Jeannie, thank you for sharing. So if you are watching this and you are inspired by this creation or what you might be learning from me, I ask that you please share it. What that does is it just helps spread the love. It helps spread the word of what I do to your friends and your family, and they might be interested in watching too, but it also will save this video on your news feed or your Facebook page so that you can find it later. But it just gives me a little virtual hug, and it just tells me that you like what I'm doing. And it's my little tip jar if you just share the video. So that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Miss Deb. I purchased these greenery pieces from Trendy Tree. It's already starting to look like a different wreath just by adding green. So if you notice, I'm just dipping my stem into hot glue and just working it through. Now if I had like two or three more of these bushes, I could just keep adding another layer and that's almost done for a green wreath. But that'd be too simple. We're gonna jazz it up a little bit. We add these little pieces that fell off. Okay, let's just add that one right here. And we're going to move on. So I've got this green fern. This is pretty too. But first thing I want to add is these pieces. These have pine cones and berries and greenery. So I'm going to go ahead and add these in. I think this would be fun just to add more texture. Just breaking these apart. Hi, Kentucky. Let's do one more. If you would like to learn more, you can check out my website at southerncharmwreaths.com. And then all I'm going to do is trim these a little shorter. I like to separate. Hi, Evie from Texas. Who's going to be spending their time baking this weekend? So what is your favorite Christmas cookie? What's your favorite Christmas cookie? Or the favorite cookie from your children or grandchildren that you have to make every year, no matter what? Or would it be Christmas without it? Hi, Trina. All right, just about done. Just trimmed these a little shorter. I might add another one, but for right now, let's just add this in. Again, just go in the same direction. Hershey Kiss cookies, me too, Gina. That's exactly what we have to always have. It just wouldn't be the Christmas without it. That's what I grew up on, and that is what I started teaching or making for the kids when they were young. And now we have got to have it every year. Make sure this gets glued down. Look what we've got so far. Now tell me you can't do this. It's just a matter of hot gluing. The green pieces. And we'll come back in and add the smaller green. Ooh, Becky likes Mexican wedding cookies. Those are nice. Are those the ones covered in all the powdered sugar? That's fancy. Now already, does that look like a winter wreath? Is that something you would hang on your front door? Let's go ahead and add in our pine cones. Where's my machine? think I'm out of picks. I will save y'all that of redoing those. That sometimes can be tedious. One more. These pine cones are really pretty in that they've got a little bit of a green tint to them, so they blend. All right, so let's see what we've got. You see where I added the 3 pine cones? Thank you, Miss Kim. Okay, just want to make sure there's some dimension here by pulling them up. Don't want it flat. All right, so we also have, I have these ornaments I think would look really pretty. Don't you love these? These are yarn, wrapped in yarn. How am I going to attach these? So we'll just make sure that we, I'm just piercing the ornament, the styrofoam wrapped in yarn, not yarn, but twine, jute roping to be official. I'm just going to put some wire through, and we can wire them on that way. Thank you, Mindy. All right, so I'm going to just use the wire and attach it into the wreath. Kathy wants to know about the piece behind me. So Kathy, this is a wreath. She's asking if it's a swag. It is a wreath. But you can see how long it is. This is another one. I taught this one in my Wreath of the Month Club last Friday. Of course, in the Wreath of the Month Club, I tell you where I get all the supplies. You see how we've added that? I love it. It's just gives a little bit of a woodsy look to it. Okay, let me put. Here is my Wreath of the Month Club. More information on that. For those of you who are interested in my Wreath of the Month Club. Yeah, I think it turned out super cute. It makes me hungry just to look at it. And if you have been following me for a while, you know that I gave up carbs. And it has the word macaroni and cheese on the sign. I think I gained weight just by reading it. I look forward to meeting you, Miss Patricia, at Wreath Makers Alive. We are actually, that's going to be fun. We are planning that. Got so much lined up for that. We're also having a wreath retreat weekend in Greensboro, North Carolina, coming up in March. So planning on that one too. That's going to be so much fun. That is hands-on. So that'll be a hands-on retreat. get away, enjoy each other, laugh and giggle, and learn how to make a Southern Charm wreath. Actually, they're going to learn how to make a couple. I think we're thinking about 3 or 4 pieces, so it'll be hands-on. We definitely educational. Okay, I just love that. I love the natural look of those ornaments. Do you see how that just, I mean, that doesn't look like a Christmas wreath. This is something you can hang on your door for the winter. I'm going to trim off these wires in the back. Okay, and I also have, let's see, I have these rattan ornaments or grapevine. We'll add some of these in here. I want to add various sizes. I think that's fun. The wreath I have on my door for Christmas has large, I'm talking like this big, of these grapevine ornaments, and it's just so pretty. Let's put this guy over here. Thankfully, they have all these holes, and I could just take a piece of the grapevine wreath, I'm sorry, the evergreen wreath, and wrap it around to secure it in place. I've got one there, and put one over here. I know I go really fast on my videos, but I go real slow on the Wreath of the Month Club videos. I was just doing that Mardi Gras wreath, and I want to say it took us an hour. No, it probably took us a couple of hours to do that one, because I just like to explain the whole process for the Wreath of the Month Club members. Oops. So these are just going to add more texture, a different, it's just going to break up some of the green. If I can ever get it on. There. And then we've got some smaller ones, which I like these small ones, and they're just a different color. So these are pretty. Hi, Nick. If you guys are, you guys should go check out Nick's Seasonal Decor. His Facebook page. He is one of the most talented men that I've seen making wreaths. Very talented. And he's sweet. Y'all should go follow him, Nick's Seasonal Decor. See how I have two right here? Doesn't that just look really pretty? It just adds more color and texture. I pulled out ribbon to add, but I'm thinking I might not. I think I'm not going to add it. I think I'm just going to keep this a green wreath. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to keep moving around the wreath, adding these ornaments. I might go get a couple more of those smaller ones. I sort of like the way those look. This seems to be the longest part, just feeding these into the wreath. Just catching the pieces of the grapevine and pulling the needle through. So I'm not hot gluing. We are in the process of trying to change seasons in the garage or the craft room. It's we're trying to go to more of a, you know, spring season instead of the Christmas and winter. Thank you, Miss Bev. Thank you so much for saying that. I love this look. I'm probably going to keep this wreath for my own door, only because I love it so much. Do you ever do that? Do you ever make something you're like, I need to sell this, but then I love it so much I keep it? I just want to fill it up with these little ornaments. Miss Jess, good grief, you guys are going to make me blush. Thank y'all so much for all your kind words. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I think we are done with adding the ornaments, the little round ornaments. Alrighty, so I have some fern. I could add that. And I have some of this hops. I like that. Okay, I think I'm going to use the hops. And let's see if I have another bag of it. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to trim these and add these where there's just a little bit of the Christmas wreath showing through. And that's a little bit on the sides. Don't forget to look on the sides of your wreaths. Anybody else just love creating? It helps me to relax. It is a great way to relieve stress. Plus, your friends and family will always have really pretty things hanging in their house. This other greenery that we're adding just adds a little pop of, it's just a different color green, so it helps to break up all of the dark evergreen look, which is really pretty. I love adding different textures and different colors. Let's see, we've got a couple more pieces. And then we've got our berries. Hold on, let me do a little fluffing and then I will show you what we've got so far. Isn't that pretty? There's a lot of glue. Strings hanging in the back, but I can get those later. And so we've got our berries that we could still add. It's okay to put berries on a winter wreath because it's in nature already. So whatever you find in nature, you can go ahead and add. This to me looks like I went out to my yard and I gathered a bunch of greenery and I wired it together to give it a really pretty natural look. And then we've got these artificial branches that came with the picks that we divided. We'll get these added in there. Remember to always maneuver and make your stems look as real as possible. And then here is where I try to figure out where to put them. Notice I'm always going in the same direction. Let's get that there. This, what I love about this style of design is it can be scaled to any size. So I can do a 30-inch wreath, I can do a 20-inch wreath, I can do a 40-inch wreath. So this is an easy style that's easy to be scalable. I think we are done. So do you see where we've added the sticks? So we've added one there, one here, and one over there. This turned out so pretty. It's lush and it's full with all of the different colors. Here's the back. It's a Christmas wreath on the back. It's a winter wreath on the front. This is so pretty. I love it. Did you guys get some inspiration for this? Also, I wanted to show you how cute are these. We made these little arrangements in our Wreath of the Month Club. So sometimes it's good to be able to use your flowers and make gifts for gift giving. So I've already given one away that was a little bit bigger than this, but these are perfect for Mother's Day or, you know, a neighbor or a secretary or your boss. So it's that's kind of neat. So we made this, and also this is our featured. This is our featured wreath this month, so people can purchase a kit to be able to duplicate this exact wreath. I think it turned out so cute. Home sweet home. This is a perfect year-round wreath that can hang on your door no matter what the season, or you can put it in your home. It's a really good farmhouse style wreath. This is perfect for, you know, your front door or your kitchen door inside. So this is a good option for that. But I teach you how to make this in our Wreath of the Month Club, as well as you can purchase a kit to make the exact same wreath. So that's turned out really pretty with all of the mesh and the flowers. I love this. Very striking. And then I showed you our Mardi Gras wreath that we made today. So that was fun. Can I turn it again? There we go. Here's the back. Turned out really pretty. Now you can put a wreath hanger on here if you want. I personally like rustic wire for my wreath hangers if I'm going to put a wreath hanger. But you know, it's up to you. You don't have to. And then here is the wreath that we made. Again, the one that makes me hungry. This is the one I made last week in our Wreath of the Month Club. How cute is that? And this is on a grapevine base. Well, that's it, you guys. I'm getting ready to head off to go cook dinner, and then I have to go grocery shopping with the masses so I could buy stuff to be able to bake. But I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope I inspired you to be creative and try something new. So get those those evergreen Christmas wreaths and try to turn them into something fun and beautiful and lush for your winter door. If I missed your questions, I'll come back in here and answer them. But thank you so much. I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas. Please know you're a blessing to me and my family, and I hope I'm a blessing to you too. God bless everyone. Bye.